Level Best moved to purpose-built premises almost 1 year ago, and I'm going to talk about the difference it has made for us. Level Best is a social enterprise project started by the Dakin Trust. It provides work and life skills training for adults and young people with learning disabilities in the heart of Colchester. Level Best works with over 60 trainees delivering more than 110 sessions each week. Sessions are designed to encourage independence and creativity. Sessions cover 4 key areas, including cooking, making, gardening, and creating, enabling trainees to explore their talents and gain valuable work experience across each of the organization's main enterprises. As an art facilitator, it is my job to enable art trainees to develop skills and create their own art with as much ownership of the process as possible. I'm going to discuss 6 key themes with accompanying photos, starting with the move. On the 11th of April 2023, we finally opened our new building on St. John's Street to our trainees after 2 weeks of moving and setting up as much equipment as possible whilst services were suspended. We opened our cafe and gallery to the public a week or so later. We considered how the trainees might react after 12 years on Culver Street East, a relatively quiet and unknown part of Colchester, moving to a much busier and more central location. Just the act of moving anywhere may have made some trainees uncomfortable to the point that it would be hard for them to settle in, but trainees have never looked back as there is so much that is new and impressive to appreciate. Because of the change in location and the increase in space and visibility, we have seen a massive increase in donations, up 80%, and all sales across the enterprises have increased. We can also accommodate 50 sessions per week in our new building, and in October 2023, we surpassed the capacity of the old building. I'd like to show you a photo journal of the last 3 years of the new building, specifically showing milestones in 2023 and what opportunities the new location and our new status has opened up to us. We purchased the building in 2018 and in 2021 were able to meet trainees there for socially distanced outreach sessions. Knowing the building would be utterly changed, trainees were encouraged to draw and paint on the walls, some of which survived long into the demolition phase. The whole building was knocked down by January 2022 and built back up again. By 2023, trainees could visit the site more often and see the finishing touches. Our first customers came quickly. We had a soft launch featuring work by trainees, volunteers, and associates whom we had given scrolls to draw or paint or collage on for our first gallery exhibition. Our soft launch evening featured trainees working on the night serving food and pocketing some cash, followed by a hard launch in the summer where all session rooms offered demos to the public. We had a seasonal market, barbecue, and special guest Nick Butterworth officially opened us, as well as doing some drawing demos on the day. We encourage the use of our building to heighten awareness of our charity and social enterprise projects, and a wonderful example of this was to host for celebration of the achievements of Wally Mohammed Nouri, a blind professional athlete who brought home 4 gold medals for the UK at the Invictus Games in Dusseldorf. Wally gave an inspiring speech about his triumph through adversity, a great inspiration for our trainees. We've had market stalls, renting stalls to local crafters, traders, and makers, as well as a stall of our own. We've had musical performances and theatrical performances with trainees getting in on the act. Again, a great inspiration and boost to their confidence and creativity. Our new art studio is spacious and well lit, especially in spring and summer. The tables and chairs can be arranged for group activities and to allow full access to wheelchair users. An example of some of the activities we can experiment with having a larger dedicated art space includes performance-based animation, as demoed on our hard launch day.
There are 3 little things you can make him do. No.
Our new kitchen is similarly spacious and allows for a larger volume of bodies to safely move around the space. Kitchen trainees are kept busy with the daily cafe menu as well as keeping up with buffet orders. And our front of house serving area allows trainees to take orders and payments and show off their barista skills. The seasonal department has its own dedicated space for making preserves, which are on sale in our cafe. The trainee lounge is a communal private space for trainees to have their breaks, lunches, and catch up at the beginning of the day and between sessions. It can also be used for workshops and trainee-led events like a Halloween party. To link our new gallery with the art studio, trainees produce a sign to advertise the current art show. We now encourage artists, if they are willing and able, to run workshops during their show, and the work produced can be displayed close to the gallery in a dedicated trainee art space and throughout the cafe. We've had artists approach us for workshops since our move, and a great example is Nick and Trish of Insta, who provided several liner cut printmaking workshops. The Colchester Makerspace is very close to our new location, and we had 6 weeks of clay modeling workshops by amazing maker, teacher Harriet Caslin. Negotiations about how trainees could access the site and what skills and equipment to learn began before our move, but the new location has made accessing Makerspace much easier and more practical every week. My favorite volunteer story is that of Simon Key, who opened Colchester's Games Workshop back in the early 90s and saw a video of Ryan, seen here working on a Boba Fett helmet in time for Invasion Colchester on our Instagram. Simon got in touch to say he'd like to help. He donated a lot of material and made a whole costume with Ryan in time for display in our window. He also helped Tom put some fantastic finishing touches on his Freddy Fazbear model head. Simon, like our other volunteers, loved his time with us and the feeling was mutual. Our heightened presence has led to a series of exhibitions around Colchester, including the Fine Art of Tattoo Parlor, who asked for some work to join a group exhibition. We collected a blank gnome from Colchester Bid and John painted it. Then Grant delivered it back and Bernard the troublesome gnome went on display elsewhere. Meanwhile, we were given Naomi Campbell to display, which we did so in our gallery, a great way to get more people to find us on the trail. The Leaf Cafe contacted us after seeing a video of Saffron making her rag rugs in our art studio on our Instagram. She was invited to show off her skills and ultimately display her rugs as well as other art pieces. Saffron also displays her rugs in the Level Best Cafe. And you can see here how she makes them. Our standout achievement has been to have a big exhibition at Colchester First Sight Gallery from January to March this year. First Sight became aware of our new space when George Mall exhibition manager and Paige Smeaton holiday fund manager began visiting our studio weekly to build trust and spend time with the trainees. This led to the amazing exhibition.
I don't think it was pretty happy. Constant smiling around my face.
can follow all our enterprise adventures on our social media level.best on Instagram, Level Best Enterprises on Facebook, and check out our website www.levelbestenterprises.company UK. Thank you for listening.